Hey guys, it's your fellow Go Gamers here, DJ MusicClues, and
Hey subscribers, Easy Thread here.
yep. So today we're gonna be doing a ultimate reaction. 4 things we're gonna be talking about today, in this specific order. The first thing we'll talk about is the XC2 Chronicles Direct. Me and Ethan went over notes for this, so we should be able to do it off the top of our head, but I still have it up on my laptop here, just in case we need it. And we'll also be talking about Sonic Forces briefly. I do have a discussion video that probably went up last night at midnight at the latest. So yeah, we will be talking about that briefly, but not too much. Then we will go in depth and in detail about Fire Emblem Warriors, and then finally we will finish off with the recent Pokemon movie and talk a tad bit about Super Mario Odyssey, just because Ethan hasn't played it all the way through.
Yep.
Alright, so first things first, let's talk about the recent XC2 Chronicles 2 Direct.
Yes. That.
Alright, I'll let Ethan react first.
After the direct I saw, it looked, oh man, this game already sold me to death. It looks absolutely beautiful.
So here's the, for those who don't know, XC2 Chronicles is a series that has actually had 3 installments. One on Wii, one coming to Switch, obviously later next month, and then one on Wii U. Now, the Wii version is kind of the one that is very, very hard to find unless you're willing to fork over money for a 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS version of the game, or buy it on your Wii U fixed to the Virtual Console. But tell them what you did when you wanted to play the game.
Let's say, guess what happened, guys, is when I first tried to play the game of it, let's say I had to go over to GameStop, and guess what, guys? XC2 Chronicles on the Wii version, it's a GameStop exclusive.
Just like the Shulk Amiibo.
Yeah, and guess what, guys? If I remember correctly, it was actually the last copy there.
So, ooh. And you're probably thinking, oh, it was probably cheap.
Well, I hate to tell you guys, the Wii version, it's not cheap.
No. Far from cheap. 80 bucks.
That's correct.
So, and maybe even more than that. I could be even wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was around 80 bucks. So, if you want that copy of the game, hopefully you can find it cheaper than what poor Ethan had to fork over for it.
That was before they had put down like the new 3DS game in there, and also the virtual console for the Wii U is in there, so that's before that, to be honest.
Yeah, so sadly, that was the only way we were going to be able to find out what Shulk was all about, since people were hyped about it in Smash for some reason.
Yeah, that's why I got curious at the latest, and then afterwards I played throughout the game, and here I am. I like Shulk a lot.
I'm not even going to answer.
To be honest, they want to hear the full story of it.
Yeah. Well, let's just say I have a slight distaste towards Shulk's quotes. Like this one. I'm really feeling it! It annoys the heck out of me, no doubt.
I know about this one. This is the power of Monado!
That one too.
Bigger. And what about this one? It's showtime!
That one, not so much.
Well, it's because that countered a little bit with Ryan's line, which is Shulk's best friend in the game.
I see. Well, anyway, like I said, yeah, that's the first one. Then XC2 Chronicles X, the second game in the series, was it's debatable.
Well, to be honest, in my opinion, the story of it is, it's good, but it's okay at the most.
But the music and the battle system was better.
Well, yeah, the system was better. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the system is better, but the music, some tracks are okay, but I mean, the battle theme itself is, It's all rap. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, say that to Personella, buddy.
Well, Persona had a little bit better than that, actually.
I guess.
Actually, I don't know which Civic track you're talking about, but...
I was more talking about Persona 4 and 5.
Well, doesn't make any difference about 5. Okay.
Yeah, you guys probably know which ones from 4 and 3 I'm talking about. Mass Destruction and Suspicious for 3, which is personally one of my favorites. But yeah, getting off a little off topic, but I had to convince Mr. Shulk fan over here to buy the game.
Hey. It's a restriction, but anyway, let's get off of that.
Yeah. Either way, though, if I like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I never thought I'd say this, but for the first time ever, I'm even considering buying this. And as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of open world games, so this is a big first.
Well, actually, you actually wanted The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then this one? Wow, I'm really impressed.
Yeah, I know. Even I'm impressed. And guess what? You guys are probably thinking, I'm a little bored of Breath of the Wild. Well, why don't you tell them what's coming, buddy?
Actually, there's one thing that's actually coming. Let's say there is actually the costume of the Rax costume in the side quest of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, speaking of that, guys, later on, if I feel like it, I'll go back on the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and play that Forbidden. Oh, it's been such a long time.
I know, since I played Breath of the Wild too. If you guys want to jump into it, it's actually available now, so be sure to check it out.
Or should I say, this has been ages I've been playing the game, due to the I beat the story.
Yeah. And spoilers, not. The second phase of the final boss is kind of easy. Just a warning. Won't go into detail, but just a warning.
Mm-hmm.
But also, though, for those who don't know, in this game, you'll have blades. Now I know what you're thinking. But we always have blades, they're swords.
Well, yeah, but there's a description that we haven't talked about yet, actually.
Why don't you lead about blades, buddy?
Alright, so let's see what the description is. Okay, guys, let's read the whole thing first. Ultmate Chronicles 2 is next in the series following the original and acclaimed RPG that launched for Wii in 2012. We haven't talked about yet, but that, as you know, guys, the original Ultmate Chronicles actually has been released since 2012, and that's when it comes to, I remembered. I've been searched up, so yeah. This sequel features new characters and roles with an expanded battle system that will still feel familiar to fans of the first game, like me, of course. In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, blades are an artificial life forms that bond with drivers to let them their weapons and powers in battle. Well, that is something that you guys are curious, so there you have it.
Alright. Now, as I said, the main characters in this game, which is Rex, who is a driver, and I think that's how you say it, is a blade. Now, why don't you read this description right here, since we already talked about the Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm. And they already know that. I don't know, those of you already know, but it's actually going to the Nintendo Switch and the Wii U systems. And that costume we're talking about, it's coming out in November 9th, so...
It's already out since November 9th passed.
Yeah, so that is why I think, you know what? Since you guys got me on that one, I'll definitely jump back to that game again. Just for that.
Alright. Why don't you go continue on, bud?
In and out of battle, blades have a wide array of support abilities. While adventuring, these abilities might increase the numbers of items that can be collected, open up new paths to explore or intimidate other special effects. When players fight alongside their chosen blade, they might trigger effects that protect the driver. strength attacks, and so forth. Abilities differ from blade to blade, so selecting different blades adds to the strategy of battle. Ooh, that's my style.
Alright, I'll read the next one. Blades are just one form of life that players will occur while journeying on the backs of the mighty Titans. Now you must be like, wait a second. I thought this was an exploration game. Why am I on top of a big... What is a Titan? Explain, bud.
Let's say Titans are basically like you're actually in the world instead, even if they do look like tall people. Instead, you're actually in the world.
That's the basic summary of it. There were 2 Titans that existed in Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii. But those were really the main 2 worlds. And this one, it seems that there's more, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
In the vast world of Odyssey, players will discover both peaceful and aggressive wildlife in all shapes and sizes. One amongst giant plains, winding caverns, frozen kingdoms, or as Vicky would say. Ethan, your Vicky impression?
Mickey impression?
Ah, man, I just love that. And scorched earth, and sandy beaches. If the player manages to defeat certain unique beasts, which are probably the sub-bosses, a tombstone will be left behind to commemorate the creature and allow players to relive these battles for additional rewards. That's my type of game.
Actually, I do remember some of that back when I played the first one and also the Xenoblade Chronicles X, so that's no surprise.
Alright, you read this part, bud.
While traveling the massive world of Alres, players will run into shiny spots called collection points. That's no surprise because I do remember from the first Ferguson Xenoblade Chronicles, which gives players that opportunity to pick up valuable items or drive under the clouds to search hard to find treasures or special landmarks that players can transport to at any time. And that's no surprise too because I remember that back then too, so they must have had some old futures from the old Xenoblade Chronicles. That's what I'm thinking. Alres is also teeming with bursting cities, from shopping districts to residential quarters. Each Titan has its own unique layout and atmosphere, which is kind of cool.
Alright, now it's time to get into the money bit of this. And this is a killer for probably a couple of you. Fans who want to expand their adventure can pre-purchase the, get ready, expansion pass.
Dun dun dun!
For the game in the Nintendo eShop beginning today, or pre-ordering from select retailers for a shortly at a suggested retail price of $29.99. That's a pretty fair deal.
Mm-hmm.
With this pass, players can enjoy DLC when it releases between the launch of the game and fall 2018, starting with quests and support items, and eventually introducing a brand new challenge battle mode where they can face powerful enemies. The DLC will even include an additional adventure with a new side story set in the world of Emblem. And more details will be shared in the future. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be released on December 1st, a day after the release of Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Ooh, there's an interesting fact, guys. Xenoblade Chronicles X was actually out on December 2nd, a couple of years ago.
So, pretty cool. You could say it's an Xolo weekend.
Exactly.
And it will be available for $59.99 expected. And here's the killer part for my pal here, and Ethan will explain it in a minute. That same day, the Exhilarating Chronicles 2 edition of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller will launch for a suggested retail price of $74.99.
That I remember back in the presentation. Oh, not presentation. The previous Direct. Not that one in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, not the Animal Crossing Direct. The one before that, guys.
Yes, and this one. Nah! Nintendo, why do you keep trolling me? It's like you're really sucking me for real.
Unfortunately, poor Ethan. Well, I'll let him explain.
Well, let's just say I already got the Splatoon Switch Pro controller for it, and now you're making me want this one? Nintendo, please stop.
Yeah, poor Ethan got trolled already earlier with Fire Emblem Echoes. Let's just say Ethan and I were gonna pre-order from GameStop with that game. Well, I pre-ordered the normal edition. Ethan was gonna get the special edition, and it turns out that minutes after we got it from Amazon, they had it up at GameStop again. So, poor Ethan's gone through enough this year.
Nintendo, you keep trolling me, man. How's I feel like I troll you my money?
You mean like with Ultra Sun and Moon?
Exactly my point.
Anyways, yes. So that's why Ethan and I are upset. On the bright side, it could have been worse. At least it wasn't Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that would have been a big convincer.
Alright. Launch day will also see the release of the Exhilarating Chronicles 2 Special Edition, which Ethan has pre-ordered.
Yeah, and this includes let's say it's a beautifully illustrated hardbound art book filled with 220 pages of the concept designs and artwork of the characters, landscapes, and objects from the game. Ooh, that's tempting. A sound selection CD of many of the game's memorable music tracks and a special metal case containing the Exhilarating Chronicles 2 game card at a suggested retail price of $100. Ow! At least it's less than I know what.
A certain special edition.
Yes.
Speaking of special editions, we forgot to announce the winners. I guess we could do that at surprise! We actually got one more question.
Yep, one more question.
This is a bonus question that Ethan came up with. Yeah, for those who will announce the winners, I gotta redo my contest. But for Ethan's end, you'll still get your prize, but we won't announce the winners until after the bonus question. You got till next week. So we'll not talk about it at the end of this video.
Yep.
Alright. But yeah, $100 less than a certain special edition, if you guys catch my drift, that we bought earlier this year.
Right? I know which one you're talking about.
Alright. And that's all. So, rating of this Direct? Oh my gosh. I gotta give it a 9 out of 10, really.
Same here, man.
Yeah, right. So, now we'll talk briefly, and I mean briefly for sure, about Sonic Forces. So, my reaction to it was, it's okay-ish. I mean, I don't really well, actually, you guys know my reaction to this. Really, it's not that bad, really. Yeah, sorry for the okay-ish. I just remembered my real opinion on it. I meant to say it's actually not that bad. Well, it's bad, but not as bad as people make it out to be, at least. But I will say one thing. I agree with all the fans that Classic Sonic just feels so bad in this game. If you want to see more information about my opinion on this, along with my pal Q-Tip, be sure to check out the previous video before this. As for Ethan's opinion, though, what do you think, bud?
Well, the game when I looked at it, it was not that bad. And after hearing that and some people's reactions, I'm like, great. What are you doing this, people? I'm actually I'm actually expecting this to happen. So, in this one, I'm like, I get more skeptical because of it.
I don't blame you at all, Ethan. That's why out of the two of us, I'm the Sonic game buyer.
Yeah, so in this one, it may impress me. For the whole thing of it, I just can't even seem to appeal to be one of my favorite Sonic games.
Hey. No one's gonna push you, buddy. Not even me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it once. I like it, but not to an extent.
I figured you say it that much. So yeah, if you want to see my reaction to it, be sure to check out my video on it a little bit late, which is probably already up. If it's not up by midnight, I apologize, but yeah. Regardless, though, the next thing we're gonna talk about is Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh, this is one of the good games I ever played.
And this one's probably gonna be taking a little bit longer, so just a warning.
Let's just say in the Fire Emblem Warriors, oh boy. Let's say that the story of it was, beautiful. You just put like some of the things I remember back in Fire Emblem Awakening, man. You brought some memories in this game a little bit.
We'll get to that in a minute, though. Alright, so first things first. How was the overall feel of the game?
Oh, the overall? The game of itself sounds like, it's pretty impressive that they put out like some good motions that actually move around, and I feel like the story of it is actually not so terrible as some people think. And I remember back in one of my buddies on Twitter said she actually, I don't know if it's a she or not, but let's say someone who actually played the Japanese version, and that person thought that it was rushed on Japanese version. To me, when I looked at the ending, it was not that rushed. Why couldn't it be that rushed? I don't understand. What do you mean it's rushed? Explain.
Yeah, like I said, probably crunch time for the Japanese version. Nintendo had a month to polish for the US version.
Yeah, so that's why I couldn't tell it's rushed. Yeah, but the story of it is actually not that bad.
Okay, that's good to hear for the overall feel. Now, Ethan's played the 3DS version. For those who don't know, I had to buy the 3DS version, unfortunately, due to Super Mario Odyssey, which we will again get to later. But the overall feel is what we talked about, but now the controls. Controls for the Switch, buddy. How do you like them?
Oh, the controls I remember. I remember the controls actually feel like back in that you guys, I don't know, you remember? It's something with a pad. Something with a pad.
We can't say it because I'd rather not remind the fans of it. But if you guys catch our drift, you know what we're talking about. And here's something that might ring a bell. Ever heard of Hyrule Warriors? I'll give you about 5 seconds to get that one. Okay, that should have been enough time. But yeah, if you played Hyrule Warriors on that system, you know what we're talking about then. Then that game was awesome.
Oh yeah, Hyrule Warriors may put up a great story too, man.
And no kidding. But this is Fire Warriors we're talking about. So, I really do like it as well on the Switch. But the 3DS version, I'm gonna have to be honest. The graphics seem like a big time downgrade to Hyrule Warrior Legends on the 3DS.
Yeah, and when I actually tried on the 3DS Fire Warriors, when I tried it, I was like, why is it not that good? Why does it have to be so? I can't say it.
Yeah, so it felt like a downgrade to Hyrule Warriors Legends, and that actually was pretty much a downgrade in itself in terms of graphics. So that's even worse.
And just so you know, folks, MusicClues and I don't usually go by graphics, but
this time we were both kind of agreeing for this one exception.
Exactly.
And if you guys want to play on the new Nintendo 3DS, if you don't own a Switch, that's good, and don't mind the graphics, okay, that's good for you then. But I should warn you, it's new Nintendo 3DS exclusive. So you need a new Nintendo 2DS XL, a new Nintendo 3DS XL, or a new Nintendo 3DS to play this. Or otherwise...
Oh.
Yeah.
If you have your own original 3DSs or original 3DS XL, hate to tell you, my friends, I'm sorry I messed it up, you won't be able to play it.
And sadly.
And another thing, I hate to tell you, graphics itself, if you do try, not that great.
If you want a true example, try playing Hyrule Warrior Legends on the 3DS. Yes, and tell me if it's slower.
Exactly our point.
Either way, wait though. In terms of controls, 3DS, graphics for 3DS, big time downgrade to me. But the Switch,
oh, it's totally awesome.
No kidding, controls and graphics wise.
Oh yeah.
Now how about the music, buddy?
The music of Fire Warriors? Oh, some tracks are actually beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's the specifics I really love the Fire main theme of it.
Yeah, like when they actually you have to use your special. Oh man, that brings like a little bit like a Fire Awakening-ish music in there.
Tell them which one you were very surprised about, though.
Some other like Fates tracks. Ooh, I'm surprisingly they are really good.
Better than the originals, he even said.
Yup.
And that's going far, because the original was already orchestrated, so this is even a step further than that.
Pretty much.
So yeah, music, thumbs up. And now, the biggest problem with Fire Warriors.
Oh yeah, there's one more disappointment, guys, everybody doesn't know, actually. Alright, gotta put it on anyway. Those of you who actually remember this thing called Together We Ride, that's a Marv's biggest theme. And guess what, guys? You might want to listen a bit. This might get you in your little crying tones right now. I would get your tissues ready to go, just to be safe, because this one might disappoint you.
Alright, 10 seconds! That not enough? Alright, 10 more seconds. Okay, I think I put you through enough suffering.
See how big disappointing that was? I seen this one. They killed everybody's favorite soundtrack of Fire Emblem series.
The worst. I gotta say, even Fire Emblem Heroes was better than this. And that's a mobile game.
Exactly. And now you're killing everybody's favorites for Marv. Ah.
Come on, KT Games and Nintendo and Intelligent Systems especially. Yeesh.
Why do you guys have to kill it?
And that's worse than when they killed the Train of Battle and Ultra Sun and Moon.
That's what made me disappointed the most.
Yo, yes. When we do our Ultra Sun and Moon discussion sometime in the near future, we'll let you guys know what we think of that. But for now, let's just say it's disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, now I will warn you that if you're trying to avoid spoilers for Fire Emblem Warriors, we got a timestamp below, because we're about to talk about big time spoiler alert.
Yep.
But if you don't mind spoilers, alright, this is your last warning. I'll give you 5 seconds to move. Alright, time's up. Go ahead, buddy.
Alright, let's hit the roster, shall we? Alright, so what do we have here is we have Fire Emblem Shell Dragon era. We have Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of the Phaeteria, which is I call it Echoes, and the second installment remake. And we have the one best well known before Fire Emblem has been well known is a Fire Emblem from GBA. I'll talk about that later. Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates. So let me explain why everybody thinks that, and I feel the same way. So I'll talk about the Fire Emblem Awakening roster first. So what we're looking at is I'm so proud that everybody's putting Chrome in from the start, but then when I first looked at the trailer, I was like, oh, how can this be? How can that be? And I found out some Awakening characters actually got it in there. Some of them at least well known. Well, some of them are like not to be that popular. And there's one thing, guys. Let's say we got Crumb in there, male Robin in there, and also a female Robin, but that's not available in the story mode. And Lisa, which is Crumb's sister, Frederick, which is his sergeant, and Cordoria, I remember her, and Lucina, the daughter of the Crumb's daughter. So she knows the future. So I say the roster of Awakening, I feel like it was balanced enough to me. It was definitely okay with me. But there's only one thing that really doesn't put me in the rest. They should have, I say the roster itself is not that bad for Awakening though.
Alright. Now, before we get into the controversial one, let's talk about this roster right here.
The new characters. Alright, so let's say we got 3, or should I say 4, but I don't count the other one because we have one civic character on the right-hand side. I'm looking at the screen here is Anna. Well, I know this is why, because let's say Anna has actually been throughout the other Fire games as a Maricat. So how I cannot count that as a new character? Well, let me explain. Let's say she has appeared almost every single Fire game.
Except for Clellan and Echoes.
Yeah, so you hear me, guys? That is the only reason why I say this.
Yes. Other than that, and actually I learned an interesting fact. You'll probably be shocked about this too. But all those Annas are actually this Anna's sisters.
Yeah, I bet every Anna's his sisters.
Yeah, I bet you didn't know that.
No. Actually, I thought I knew because due to that, every Anna's actually, I figure they're the family.
Yeah, you mean kind of like the Miss Joyce in Pokemon?
Yeah. Think of this, that, guys.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of shocked, though. I was like, wait, what? That made me kind of question logic there for a second.
Yeah, the other American in Awakening, she's like a trickster. She's also in and out, so I'm not barely that surprised. Because I learned throughout the following years.
Yep, that's my Ethan.
So we have probably I would say 3, maybe 4, but I don't count the other one like I already told you. I say 3 because 1 is not a playable character. He is in the story named Duros. And those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a picture right here.
This is Dawes. Unfortunately, like Ethan said, he's not playable in the game. He may be in the future, but not as of this video's posting, he is not.
He is definitely a helper of the train with Rollin and Lana, who are actually the two main characters for the whole Final Warriors game.
Alright, now it's time to talk about the... Okay, I better warn people first. For those who know what game we're maybe about to talk about, I should warn you, if you bash on either Ethan and I for our opinions on this game and this game's roster, you will, once again, I don't like saying this over and over, but you will once again either be blocked from the channel, or I will give you a warning. If you repeat it one more time, I will block you permanently from the channel, and I will also block you on Twitter. I don't like doing that, but I just want to warn you guys. And also, if you bash Ethan for his opinion on this, Ethan's already gotten a little bit of hate for edit series, so you don't want to class him, really.
Oh yeah, to be honest with you guys, I just got a few reasons why I don't like this, but I'll mention it right now anyway.
Get ready, guys. This is your last warning. I have a timestamp below if you want to skip over this part and just don't feel comfortable. But for those who are willing to listen, okay, don't say I didn't warn you.
Alright, the announcements are made. I say, Final Fates. I got a big reason why I say this. Let's say, right now, there's what I'm going to say right now. What is wrong with you guys? Why do you put, like, many of those Final Fates characters in there? Yet you're putting, like, all four each of the kingdoms, like Nora and Hishto, all four siblings. That I can understand. That's fine. But there's one more thing why I say this. Putting a DLC like that, you're making Final Fates look, hear me, unbalanced. It's so unbalanced. And now you're putting female Corrin and male Corrin as also not from the story, and you're making them as an unlockable character. That makes it a lot worse. No offense. No offense. You know what they should have done? They should never just put both of agendas away. Instead of put both of them, because that makes me go, what are you guys doing?
So that's his opinion on that. I will have to agree. A little bit unbalanced on the Fate side.
Yeah, and even if they added 3 new characters to the roster from the DLC characters. And I know a few of them, actually. One of them, I hate to tell you, it's not one of my favorite characters. And I don't like usually the same person that people already knew, but not gonna mention. It's inappropriate, but I'm not gonna mention.
Yeah, but one of Ethan's favorite characters is coming.
Well, we're not talking about, you know, who.
Oh, okay. I won't mention it, but if anybody's seen this Twitter post before, you probably know which one I'm talking about. Regardless, though, now we move on to Shadow Dragon, which me and Ethan can both agree that Nintendo supported too little with this one.
And let's say, guess how many characters they put Shadow Dragon in this one? As not a playable character, as a playable character, and also put in this actually playable character for now. Marth, Celica, which is Marth's wife, and Tiki.
Only 3 characters.
Playable characters for now, at least. There is a couple more characters that have been added to the story. Actually, one actually. But this one, that made me feel like you guys are mistreating the Shadow Dragon. You're mistreating the classic. And no wonder classic are just so being upset with this. I mean, I feel their pain. I think what I'm saying here, we should be treated as the same. That's why I kept saying we need more of this, not less of it.
Well, I am assuming that Shadow Dragon must not have too many connecting characters. That's probably why Nintendo felt like it wouldn't be a good idea to add too many of them. But I would at least agree with Ethan that they should have at least added 2 or 3 more to at least make it a decent size.
That's when not the DLC comes, but the DLC is actually coming for it. So no worries about that. But still, though, I feel like that there over there is mistreated.
Now we have 2 characters from 2 separate games. One that came out recently this year, and one that's, like Ethan just said, is from the GBA, and we will explain that in a minute. But the first one, Echoes, is Celica.
Let's say, guys, this is why I'm saying I'm gonna be like, what? They only put her? Why not put Elm too? And I think I found out why. Because she can do magic too. With a sword as well. That makes sense. But Elm, and those of you like Elm, hate to say it, guys, he's not in it. He's not in it. I'm sorry, guys, but he's not in it.
And unfortunately, that can't be helped because he's mainly a sword user.
Yeah, but he's like a leader of the Deliverance.
If you've played Echoes, you probably know what Ethan's talking about. But for those who don't know, let's just say it's the force that Elm leads in the game.
Sorry, it's just that brings up my memories.
Hey, it's no problem. It's no problem. But yeah, unfortunately, that's probably why Elm isn't in the game. Nintendo didn't want to overbalance the roster with too many sword users. There's already enough as is.
Well, that's true enough. I mean, think of this way. At least I did glad that they put her in there, because I don't mind her, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She's a great character. It's just that in some ways, I just think that, why would you do that? But for now, I understand. I'm like, you know what? Fine. That's good enough with me. As long as some little bit like a traits of the file needs to be well known to others, that's fine with me.
Alright, now we get to the confusing part. Mind if I explain this, bud?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so as Ethan said earlier, Fire Emblem the Blazing Sword is also known as Fire Emblem GBA. Now, for those who don't know, Fire Emblem GBA is our very first West Fire Emblem game, and by West, I mean US and Europe. So this is our first Fire Emblem game that came over to our countries. However, Fire Emblem the Blazing Sword is the Japanese name, as they have gotten the game since, well, obviously, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. So this is the 7th installment, if I'm correct?
That is correct.
So, yes. Oh, is there something on there, bud?
Well, yes, I do have it right here. But let's talk about that later.
Alright, if you say so. Okay, so, yeah, to avoid confusion, if we say Fire Emblem Blazing Sword in the future in any video, just know that we mean Fire Emblem GBA. In other words, the very first game. Oh, speaking of which, I'm totally not going to say that may or may not be available on the Wii U Virtual Console. Totally buy it. Links below.
Yeah, so, to be honest with this game, it's a good game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's actually a great game.
And the main character of this game is actually in this game as well. And also in Smash Brothers. You may have seen her once or twice.
And that's on the image you're talking about right here.
Yep. For those who know who we're talking about, this is Linus, the main character of this game. Well, one of them.
Well, yeah, we're talking about, she is one of the main characters in Fire Emblem GBA, just for the terms of for you guys. Yeah, so if you guys really wanted that game on the Wii U Virtual Console or try it, I would do it now if I were you. But if you think you don't have enough right now, that's good enough for me. That's fine. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, totally. Regardless, though, yeah, And Liz is actually one of my favorite characters next to Celica. Okay. Yeah, I know. No, you're probably thinking, MusicClues is irrelevant video games. Oh, hush! Must I remind you guys it's not my fault? Yeesh!
Yeah, so, Irene, think of it this way. She may be a unique character that it comes to having a sword, and those of you guys don't know what her main sword is actually her divine weapon. I think it is a divine weapon. Well, first you got it. It was actually Makai Matai. It's hard to say, but
if you know how to say it, let us know below.
yeah, so that's hard to say, to be honest, because I had a hard time pronouncing things.
Yeah, it's fine, buddy. But regardless, the reason why I like her so much, in addition to the way she looks, is her speed. Yeah, you can probably figure why that is. It's because of Sonic. But yeah, that's why I'm happy for her being in this game. So if it weren't for the overbalance of the face roster, I would have given this game a little bit higher. But tell them your rating, bud.
Oh, rating? Before I talk about the facts about that, let me tell you the rating. The rating of the roster? I hate to tell you guys, I'm giving it around. The roster, if it's Fates, I would say right around 6.5 out of 7 this one.
Ooh.
If that's the case.
Ooh.
Because you're mistreating the Shadow Dragon. Awakening is perfect. But as for Fates, you kind of almost ruined it. Oh, ruined it. Again.
Yeah, agreed in all points. Alright, time for your overall score. Again, I will warn you, please do not bash.
The overall score for the whole game, I give it 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, man, that stings.
Due to the fact that the roster almost ruined it, but the story, I give it I loved it. Oh yeah, so the story, if those of you who did not know, there's actually a final boss in the game, and when I first played the final boss game in it, I'm surprised. It's not that tough as Hyrule Warriors.
And not saying something because me and Ethan struggled with Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, when I first beat it, of course, maybe have like a little challenge into it, but once you get used to it, once you don't die yourself, or maybe with a friend, that I haven't experienced yet, but I did experience it just by myself, and it turns out I haven't actually died in this one yet. And boom! I destroyed it like easy. It's so easy, it makes me go, I say, really? That's not a challenge. Almost not a challenge.
Man, makes Ganondorf look harder when I look at it that way. I expected better of you, Nintendo, for Fire Emblem. Come on.
Come on, indeed.
Oh, I gotta give this game an 8, but I will agree with Ethan on the roster. Next, if you ever make a sequel, Nintendo, please do not add too many more Fates characters. I beg of you.
Yeah, even if you have to add siblings in there, but I think what you should do here, find some ones that are actually well known. But there's only one problem though. Sequel, that's gonna determine what's gonna happen with sales, and I'm hoping it goes well. For at the moment, hate to tell you guys, it's not looking pretty when I'm looking at it. And that makes me upset, but it's because due to the roster and everything else, their opinions.
Yeah, don't blame them. Alright, now the final thing we'll be talking about tonight, before we get to Super Mario Odyssey briefly, and what Ethan wanted to tell us, is Pokemon the movie. I choose you. Sorry, I couldn't help it. That song's just so darn catchy. Anyways, so we'll be talking about the overall feel of the movie, the music, and finally the story.
Yep.
All right. So, Ethan, how'd you feel about the movie?
Well, I gotta say, they actually put up like a few moments are actually pretty good. Like, say, when they first started, these parts remind me of from the first season of the Pokemon, and there are some tidbits of it. Reminds me of it. They were pretty good. They were memorable memories.
I figured you'd say that. I would agree with Ethan. Some of them reminded me of the very first episode of Pokemon, especially the part when Ash got shocked by Pikachu. That one made me laugh.
No kidding about that, man.
And then when Ash let go of his Butterfree, I nearly cried.
No kidding about that.
That brought back memories of Bye-Bye Butterfree. That one will forever be one of the saddest episodes in the series.
Oh, reminds me, MusicClues. Don't forget about the spoilers.
Oops. Apologies on my part. I should warn you guys, if you guys haven't seen the movie, apologies again. There wasn't, if you already saw, if you tried to skip for, over the 5 Warriors, you probably also saw a timestamp for the Pokemon movie spoilers. So apologies on my part, but I don't think that was really a spoiler too much because people have already seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talk about the story, I will warn you, there is 2 spoilers for the Pokemon movie. One for the beginning of this whole section, and then another one for just the story. So just a warning. But yeah, apologies. Thanks for reminding me, Ethan, then.
When we first started doing the practice, we didn't even actually accidentally spoil it all. In this one, we actually did. And sorry to disappoint you on this one, guys. Because it was actually a little bit late this time. We were like around 10:20 in our time.
So, this was a bit of a late recording. But, like I always say, I do anything for my fans.
Mm-hmm. So that's why we're getting a little tired with our memories. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyways, continuing on, and I would agree with Ethan on this. So many memories, especially Ash evolving as Charizard.
No kidding about that.
So the overall feel of the movie, it felt nostalgic. It felt awesome. It felt very, very funny at parts.
No kidding.
And it felt very relaxing as well.
No kidding about that part.
And a typical Team Rocket appearance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But there's one thing, if I'm not mistaken, they never forced Ash in this during those movies.
No kidding. Is this like a tradition or something?
Yep.
Alright. Right, whatever, Nintendo. But yeah, now the music for the whole thing, oh my gosh, the battle music blew me away.
No kidding.
And the theme? I was actually singing in the theater. I can't help it, guys. The classic theme for the Pokemon series is just so darn catchy, I can't stop singing it.
And that's what everybody in this generation, or even the older generation, know from a long time ago, should know this.
In case you don't know, I'll sing it real quick. I wanna be the very best do that no one ever was. Do to catch them is my little test. Oh, to train them is my was. If that doesn't ring a bell, then you obviously didn't grow up with Pokemon too much. But yes, and for those who may say, hey, those lines sound familiar. You probably remember X and Y's first movie and the first season of the Pokemon the series XY singing that. So yeah.
Exactly. So it was pretty catchy for everyone, that's for sure. Oh, those are the ones who grew up with it.
Yes. But yeah, that's how I felt about the music. What about you, bud?
Yeah, the music's actually not that bad. It's like, man, they really actually didn't even mess it up at all.
Agreed. Alright, now it's time to talk about the story. Spoiler warning this time. It is your last warning to skip over it. Remember, spoiler links below. Alright, buddy, let's talk about the story.
Those of you who already got spoiled, Our apologies. That was just because MusicClues and I have been like recording this late, so that's why. But anyway, let's talk about it.
The story, well, obviously this follows Ash's first journey, but it's a what if. So what if Ash starts his journey in the modern generation?
That's right. Yeah, another thing is, this one actually does bring some memories to every one of you. Remember these episodes? They put some there, as I already said. But after that, they already put some couple more characters that not everybody knows. And I know a lot of those people out there are whining about not Brock and Misty in there.
But these guys actually remind me of Brock and Misty.
But there is one guy, I forgot his name, but let's say he had a Lucario, and he wants to be a Pokemon doctor. And this guy right here, well, actually, he doesn't look like he was appealing to girls like Brock does. So, yeah.
I gotta look him a little bit more. Nothing's wrong with Brock, of course, but the way he flirts with girls just doesn't click with me.
Yeah, but as for that guy, he actually doesn't flirt with girls after all. When I looked at the movie.
Yeah, so that's good.
This guy is actually calmer than ever. No offense.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of you a little bit, bud. But yeah, and the way that new female character fought with Ash really reminded me of Ash and Misty fighting.
No, get about that.
Considering those two fight a lot.
Yeah, exactly, and actually, I can't even tell the difference between those two.
Yep, and now to talk about two saddest moments in the movie. Mine and Ethan each have one. The saddest moment for me is when Pikachu and Ash were on the ground and they would say, I want to be with you. Pikachu said that. I was like...
Yeah, and also when when he first gets with its Charmeleon against this guy named Cross. I don't know those of you I don't know you guys saw him before. Let's say he reminds me of this one character that is from Universe Religion, and it's from Black and White series, if I remember correctly. It's the anime. What's his name?
Trip.
Reminds me of him, actually. Let's say that the personality sounds like he's saying, "Oh, I don't care about friendship. I want my Pokemon to get stronger, to be the strongest trainer in the world without friendship." That's what it sounds like.
And that cat made me already dislike him.
Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of that guy, actually. And guess what he had? His Pokemon? One of my least favorites, fire starters. It makes me reluctant to like this guy. And of course, it looks like his Pokemon. Yeah, you heard me. This Pokemon. Now,
hey, before you bash Ethan for this, I'll have you know, no, I'm a Pop Leo fan and Ethan's a Lola fan, so touche.
So that Pokemon is kind of like a wrestler, and
to be fair, Ethan actually was going to choose this one at first, but after seeing that final form,
nope, never mind.
So, yeah, sorry guys, but Ethan has an excuse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know, you're probably thinking, oh, come on, he's not that bad.
Well, to be honest,
if I had to choose between him and Blaziken, I choose Blaziken. At least he has a good moveset.
To be honest, Blaziken is pretty awesome.
I know, right? Anyways, but yeah, overall, I give this movie an 8 out of 10.
I give it, let's see, I think I did say around 8 as wait, I think you say you got a little more higher than mine, right?
Oh, right. 9 out of 10, pardon.
Mine was around 8 out of 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, you were. So, that's pretty cool. Now we'll talk briefly about Super Mario. Oh no, Mario, don't get... Hello, everybody. It's me, Mario.
I remember him from the Twitter.
Sorry, Ethan, to capture your best friend again, but I just wanted to know your opinion on my game.
Well, it's actually good and has some unique techniques in there, Mario.
What do you think of my new companion, Cappy?
Well, he's kind of like a unique special item, that's for sure. Or your buddy.
Well, definitely. It allows me to capture anybody or anything. Well, almost anything. I've even the capture browser.
Oh, that part, that doesn't surprise. Well, actually, it does surprise me because at the most, other browser is actually immune to the procession. But this one, I'm surprised.
Even I was a bit shocked. But regardless, I'm just glad to hear it. You haven't had any trouble collecting the power moons, right?
I haven't played throughout the game, Mario, so... But I mean, I heard that it was actually up to 500 power moons.
If that's the case, then I still got a long way to go. Oh, well, yeah, it's not going to be that big of a pain, especially since the princess is rescued now, so I'll have plenty of free time. Alright, well, I'll see you later. Ooh, wahoo!
You came in?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just hate when Mario does that to me.
He was actually talking about the opinion about Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I can see that. Anyways, if you want my quick opinion on Super Mario Odyssey, highly recommend it. Buy it. It's worth every single penny. But yeah, that's why I said talk briefly about it. Once Ethan's played through the game fully, then we'll do a full opinion on it. But for now, that's my brief opinion. Alright, you had something to talk about, Ethan?
Oh, yeah. There's one thing I actually about to say, guys. If those of you who are actually planning to get Rocket League on the Switch, guess what the file size is if you're about to download it. Not surprisingly, it was surprisingly a little small this time. 4.8 gigabytes. That's actually small this time.
Wow, that is small.
Yeah, it's pretty small than you think, folks. You thought it was going to be big due to the content in the game? Well, you're wrong.
Yeah, unlike Capcom, who can't size compress with Resident Evil.
Yeah, that was pretty much like that's pretty much a bad way to hurt people, fans of Nintendo.
Yeah, no kidding. Regardless, though, I will say that it's a very small size. Me and Ethan were very disappointed to find out that it was coming out in November, though. I could only afford one game, and that was Sonic Forces this month. And sadly, Ethan had 2 games already booked.
Yeah, I already booked already. I already booked for Telltale Batman series. And I already played it on the PlayStation 4 Forbidden. Oh yeah, the second season, just good. But the second episode first episode, I love it.
Figured.
But the first season of it, I did play 3 episodes of it. Some were okay, and I haven't played the whole season, so why not try for the Switch? And I'm actually also getting Skyrim, if you remember from my E3 video. I've been telling you that.
Yeah, I'm a little reluctant to buy it because you know me in Skyrim.
But it's an open world game, and then I remember like that some of my friends are actually trying it, and it makes me go, you know what? When I do get the game, I'll get it something else, and it's not a popular system like Xbox 360, PlayStation. Well, that's just my opinion when you play on this game.
Yep. Also, if you guys are still not convinced that that's not enough support, did they mention that Doom's also out now on Switch?
Oh, speaking of Doom, I already beat the game, folks.
And tell them your opinion.
Oh, actually, guys, you're in for worth of this game.
Oh yes, single player is worth every single minute.
But for multiplayer and snap map Well, what's the big deal about that? The multiplayer, I heard, well, I don't know how people actually enjoying this. I was trying to try it on my PlayStation 4, and suddenly, I couldn't do this as its air. So, oh well, you tried, and I cannot try it due to that.
Yeah. But not like Ethan's missing out anyways.
Nah, not. I say the single player is worth it. No offense.
Definitely. So if you're skeptical about that, then I can tell you right now that it's worth a purchase. Also, speaking of worth purchases, Snippet Clips Plus is also available, which you should totally buy instead of 1-2 trash. But anyways, that's all for now for our actions. Later on today, me and Ethan will be doing Game Awards predictions about what games are going to show up for the Game Awards. However, since the Game Awards are going to be announced next week, that's why we're doing it tomorrow, because unfortunately Ethan's going to be going someplace tomorrow, so we got to get it done beforehand. Yeah, and that's why we recorded this tonight. So, yeah, that being said, just expect that tomorrow. And tomorrow as well, I will be uploading my last part for Sonic Mania and MusicClues Play Sonic Mania, and I will be starting a little bit of a showcase of Sonic Forces. I will be showing off 3 stages. I'll be showing off Classic and Modern Sonic, and then I will also be showing off the Avatar in 6 stages, since that's the big focus of this game.
Right.
3 of them will be regular stages, and then 3 of them will be tag team stages. So yeah, just expect that. And then next year, just a heads up, I will be doing a Let's Play of Super Mario Odyssey, so look forward to that. Anyways, that's all for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my discussion video with Q-Tip. But I will see you guys later.
Should I just handle that special question we were talking about?
Oh, that's right. Before we do sign out for the night, though, talk about the question.
Alright, everyone. This is the bonus question you've been waiting for. And this is actually a way tough one. And this one, I'll give a small hint this time. So get ready. Who's my favorite video game actor? Dun dun dun!
Yeah, I hope you've been listening to Ethan's Twitter, because there's gonna be a bit of obvious hints. And unfortunately, I can't give too many hints because this one's an obvious one.
And this one, this time, since you guys are actually thinking it's gonna be easy, hard to tell you, no hints this time.
Nope. I will say though, he has voice acted recently in 3 Switch titles. That's all I'm giving you.
Yep, so you'll find out who it is.
Yep. 3 recent Switch titles in the last 3 months.
Yep, so those are the hints.
Yep. Alright, that's all for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. How long? 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Oof, that's pretty long. Alright, guys, I'll be starting to put that question right out of my tweet, so get ready.
Alright.
And MusicClues will actually retweet my question, so get ready.
Alright, this is DJ MusicClues.
And Ethan N signing out.
And have a nice
gaming day.